So I've had beetles since I was 19, and I've been kind of playing around with them since then. I'm a lot older than that now. These are the tools that I've kind of built up, some of them, over the years. I'm a little bit anal, so everything's got to set out as it should be. Right, let me put you back on here, back on my dustbin. You can get a good view of what's going on. And hopefully I won't smash my phone on the floor. I've done that out here. It's gravelled out here. And of course, phones always drop on the screen, don't they? Right, so I've got my 14 millimeter spanner. I'm just going to remove this bad guy. It's a little bit tight in there to be getting anything in. Oh, that's loosened it enough. There we go, bargain. So this is the solenoid cut-off valve. I believe it's solenoid. And the idea with it is that it's got this little plunger in here, and that plunger kicks in and blocks the fuel once the engine is switched off. So this is super important. Stops all sorts of nasty things like your engine flooding or getting too much fuel through your system. So with my issues, with all that fuel in my crankcase mixing with my oil, this could be an issue, as could the fuel pump. But like I said before, I think it's a bit of a coincidence for it all to go at the same time. Although this is a 45-year-old beetle we're talking about. Right, so that's off. So see if we can get these off now. That's not the best for that, I don't think. Let's try this one at the back. Oh, it's really difficult. I really don't know how people make it look so easy. I guess they've just done it so many times. There we go. It's super fiddly. See, that's the thing, people who've been doing this kind of stuff for years really do make the whole thing look very easy, but believe me, it isn't as easy. It is, this is a super simple engine to work on. Flat 4, air cooled, no complicated ECUs and all that jazz. But because it is so simple, it needs to be running absolutely spot on. It's very fiddly to work with as well. So this bolt is coming off. It doesn't want to, but it is. It's not the best design, I don't think, having this bolt and nut right at the back. Right, I'm going to undo the front one. Probably loads of you watching this going, oh my god, why is she doing that? She doesn't know what she's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but do you know what? I'm going to bloody give it a go. Right, let's see if that gives it a little bit more movement at the back. I can get that nut off. There we go. It's coming, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, there we go. Right. So now I should be able to lift this off. Let's put my spanners back because I don't like to leave stuff. Certainly don't want to leave stuff in the engine bay, so be super careful with that. Okay. Yeah, nice and loose. So I need to do this. Tell him if you get to take that off. You didn't say anything, you just sat and watched me, and I'd have been yanking it for ages. Right, screwdriver. I need my little petrol pot. Oh. So no girl is without her little kitchen ramekin. Get that clean off on my jeans. My wife will hate that. She hates it when I have petrol and oil in my jeans. I'm just going to pop that under there. Now, most people will be saying, you should have done this the other way around, Helen. That should have come off earlier, but this is... I've taken this off a few times now, and I've forgotten what order I like to do it in, so I just kind of make it up. Take that bad boy off. Screw it. comes. Na, 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 na. Exciting. And with a little bit of a pop. Is that still too tight? Oh my god, it's still too tight. I must have put it on with like superhuman strength. I do get a bit funny about fuel. I don't like it to leak and stuff, so I do things up quite tight. A lot of people actually have fires start because this pipe here comes off. There was a lot of talk about having the fuel filter in here right next to the coil, so there's obviously quite a lot of electric charge coming through the coil right next to the fuel filter that was, you know, full of fuel. So there was a lot of discussion about where that should be placed. I've got mine under the car. That's how it arrived when I bought it. But this is actually the main cause of fuel fires, apparently. So this will just pop off. So what a lot of people do is they actually get a piece of wire and they wrap it around here and then pull it over and they wrap it around this screw on the other side, so that this literally cannot pop off. Right, now when I get this off, there might be a little squirt of fuel still sat in there. Which is a good sign. It means that at least my fuel is getting through. And it's a really long pipe. Oh, there's nothing. Hopefully that's because I haven't started it in a while. Okay, that's good. That's good. Didn't need my little ramekin. My wife will be pleased. We usually put our olives in that. And off this bad boy comes. So it's as simple as that, really. And you've got your little gasket under here. I'll be replacing these because I think it's a little bit old and used. There's also another gasket here, but I'll be showing you that in the next video when I take this bad boy inside, start taking it apart. But let me put that on the floor gently. What I do, a lot of people use a rag, but again, I'm quite anal, so I need to stop using that word. I have a bit of silver foil. I'm going to pop it over the top of the manifold because I don't want anything getting in there, because this leads straight to the crankcase, your crankshaft and all that jazz, spinning around stupidly fast. I don't want anything dropping through, not that I think it would, and I'm not working on anything in here while that's open, but just to be super careful, pop something over the top. Okay, right, join me for the next video when I will be taking the carb apart.